Hello and welcome everybody to the mid-90s. 94, 95, we have a Tuttle putter. And who's okay with just one putter when you can have two putters? We have the Tuttle and the Tuttle II here this week on the Vintage Golfer. So, real quick, the Tuttle II putter, made famous by Alice Cooper on the commercial with the snake, the huge boa, and Johnny Miller. Oh my goodness, watch the commercial. The Tuttle II putter. And they actually interview Alice Cooper, and who's freaking awesome, by the way. He talks about it, and he refers to Eli Callaway as Ellie Callaway. So there's a good chance on this channel I've been saying Mr. Callaway's name wrong all these years. Ellie Callaway? Is that the correct pronunciation of his name? Either way, we have two spaceships here from the mid-90s. The mid-90s dominated. So in 1994, they were Nick Price. I remember winning out the majors. He won the Open. He won the PGA Championship. It's like, yeah. And then Ben Crenshaw out of nowhere wins the Masters in 1995. But the thing that I remember as a youth, when it happened, was John Daly won the Open in 1995. That was a, yes, the people's golfer. I didn't know what that meant back then, but it was just exciting. John Daly was just such a fun character. So yeah, let's get these on the review table and talk about the identifying features. A quick comparison here first. You can see the Tuttle on the left, Tuttle II on the right. Obviously, at address, they look very different. The Tuttle II has more volume, bigger surface area, however you want to say it. It has more alignment lines, has like the L, backward L, and the big arrow with the line, and the Tuttle just has the little Callaway chevron. Face is different as well. You can see, although materials are different, the Tuttle looks like it's aluminum, the Tuttle II looks like it's aluminum, the Tuttle looks like it's steel. The Tuttle has a smooth face, the Tuttle II has a textured face. It looks like checkering, for lack of a better word. Let's call it checkering. And then the soles are obviously different as well. Tuttle II has the brass weights, and the Tuttle is just a big hunk of stainless steel. Let's start with the Tuttle here. I'm going to whip this around here so I can show you all the details. So on the sole, you can see this is still very much the S2 H2 era Callaway Golf towards the toe. The Tuttle USA with the bore-through design. Look at this fun sole shape right here. Smooth face. I want to spin around because it looks very pointy right here by the face, but as we spin around, you'll see it actually gets fat back here towards the aft portion, and then thin again. Very interesting design. You can see the little S2H2 style ferrule right there. Match your woods. This looks like what, a single bend, probably bend in here, maybe a double bend shaft. We have the stepped shaft, Callaway branded stepped shaft. I want to show you this. This is awesome. Look, it has the original Callaway pistol grip on it. It's seen better days. Can you see the big, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see, but there's a big hole right here in the butt of that pistol grip shaft. Moving on to the Tuttle II. We have the aluminum, obviously, body, and then we have these two huge brass inserts down here, adding a ton of weight. It just says the Tuttle II in the middle. Callaway Golf. There's no room for it here. They didn't want to put it on the brass, right? So you're going to put it on the aft portion where the Tuttle says S2H2. This one says Callaway Golf. Textured face. As we spin around, you can see pretty consistent all the way around on this one. Still that fun sole shape and address. This one, the shaft bends much higher up here. It looks like this one's a triple bend shaft. That's what I would call it. And then we have a stepped shaft again with the Callaway Apollo label right there. And this one also has the same original Callaway grip. Also pretty worn, but not in bad shape. So let's put both of these in front of the camera. And this is going to be kind of a two-part segment where I'm going to talk and putt a little bit with them. But at the end of the video, I'm just going to put some outdoor putting footage from earlier last year during the summer months. Now we're going to hit them. Some things that are hard to show on the review table. The Tuttle, the original Tuttle, has toe hang. The Tuttle II is face balanced, just to be clear on that, okay? So that may affect your decision. And you saw the materials and the differences here. So a quick discussion about these. They were both available in the 1995 Callaway Pro Line catalog, okay? So 1995. My understanding is in 1994 they announced the Tuttle. I don't know if it was released in 94. If you know in the comments, let me know in the comments below, but they're both 1995 putters as far as I'm concerned, but let me know if one came before the other. Either way, face balanced, toe hang. Let's start with the Tuttle, all right? So stainless steel matches the look and shape of the Callaway woods and drivers. Absolutely, absolutely amazing. Mallet putters go all the way back to like the beginnings of golf. Some of the original like wood putters that were made had kind of a mallet shape similar to this, maybe a little more narrow, plus or minus. It all depends. They're all handmade, so I mean there's such a variety of ancient clubs. And man, looking down at this is not my style of putter. Like if I were just looking for pure performance, I'd go with more of a Answer style putter, Ping Zing, one of my favorite style putters, over this. Even mallet putters like the 2-ball putter or the 7S, which I use, I prefer more than this style. So this is, I think of Phil Mickelson when I think of this style of putter, but we'll see how this performs. Let's hit a couple of putts with this and have a look. That sweet spot is not exactly in the middle, as you saw, of the space between the shaft and the toe. I don't even think it's in the middle of the putter if you remove the shaft. So it's a little heel biased, it looks like. But yeah, I mean, it makes a nice tink. I'm hitting Pro V1Xs. It makes a nice tink when you hit it. I mean, it's steel hitting a golf ball. There's no face insert. It's just a big clump of steel, and heavy at that, shaped very aerodynamically. Yeah, awesome. So now let's go to Alice Cooper, Johnny Miller zone and pull out the Tuttle II. Immediately when I look down at this, I can tell like this has a very aluminum look to it. The bag chatter damage on it, the softer metal, and it's heavier too. And a busier top. You guys know all this. So let's just hit a couple with this. All right, am I going to focus here or am I just going to chat while I... Don't talk on your own backswing, they say. It does feel softer. It feels of aluminium. What am I thinking of? Is it the McGregor Response putter that I'm thinking of? Where it had that kind of similar feel? I might be thinking of that. Anyway, lovely. This is definitely a bigger mallet than the original Tuttle. It's funny, when I first saw these, I was like, oh, they're called the Turtle. Oh, it's a cute little turtle. And my buddy, the same buddy with like TaylorMade dad, so we're always his TaylorMade drivers, he was like, it's Tuttle? Tuttle, like a name, not turtle. I was like, that was embarrassing. All right, so which one would you choose? Some of you right now are hammering away at that keyboard. Neither. All right, so these are very specific to me, what I would play them with, all right? And if I had to choose one, would I choose Alice Cooper and Johnny Miller? It's pretty awesome. Or would I choose the stainless steel little guy here? I would choose the original Tuttle, the stainless steel Tuttle, the Tuttle 1, the toe hang Tuttle, this Tuttle, because I like it. You know, so people criticize these putters because, number one, they look funny. Number two, there's this nonsense going on with the sole. Why do you need this radiused sole like that? It doesn't do anything. You're not going to hit it at wonky angles. It affects the loft of your face right there, which is going to affect the roll of your ball. So you don't need that. Why put it there? It's a gimmick. You don't need it. What does S2H2 do on a putter? Really? And, you know, why would you play such a ridiculous club? But I don't care about any of that. I don't care, because this, to me, matches the woods that I would be playing if I were playing a 90s Callaway set. And I don't care because it looks like a spaceship. Look at this thing. You can just run around the golf course. Whee! You know, you don't need an airplane like this. You can spaceship. Ah, I love this way too much for words. The Tuttle II, yeah, it's cool too. I mean, the Alice Cooper connection. I would put this in my bag. If I didn't have an original, like a original Tuttle, I would put the Tuttle II in because of the Alice Cooper Johnny Miller connection. I wouldn't think twice about it. What's that? Tuttle II. Have you seen the commercial? Let me tell you about it. It's a fun conversation piece, if nothing else, and a good implement to putt with. So to me, my absolute favorite that I would put in with, I can tell you right now, Great Big Bertha, Tuttle putter, side by side, that's what I'd be looking at. And they're beautiful. S2H2 USA, just a big chunk of USA steel. Go Big Bertha. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Other than that, I'm not desperate to get these in any other sets. Like there are other clubs from the 90s that I would much prefer over this, and most other sets I would choose a different putter. Even some vintage putters over this. As usual, huge shout out to my patrons. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. On Patreon, I offer general support. That's just a few behind the scenes pictures and updates. I like to message back and forth with patrons. Another way you can support this channel is through my Amazon shop. I'll put a link in the description below. I am an Amazon associate. I make proceeds from qualifying purchases. That's how it supports this channel. If you enjoyed this content, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. You can also hit that bell icon, which so you get notifications when I upload a video. Thank you everybody for watching. I am the Vintage Golfer.